Hello and welcome all. This is Komal Said from Outline Media, and today we again have Dr. Anu Sidhu with us. Doctor, in the last session, we discussed a lot of things about chemistry. That learning chemistry is very rewarding. We believe that even a beginner in chemistry can relate the macroscopic world of chemistry to the microscopic world of chemistry. Dr. Anu Sidhu wished to make chemistry interesting, accessible, and understandable to the beginning students. To achieve this goal, Dr. Anu Sidhu is making a sincere attempt to provide interesting and effective ways to learn chemistry. We hope that this session and the future sessions will be perceived as a part of this effort. So, what is today's topic, Dr. Anu? I am very excited, and so is our audience.
Hello, thanks a lot for this lovely introduction again. I'm excited that I'm back. So today the topic is about matter, M-A-T-T-E-R. So we'll discuss about matter. What is matter? What is the composition of matter? How the matter is formed, how it is created, and what is the relation between matter and energy. So shall we start?
This is very interesting. Oh, yes, sure.
Yeah. This is indeed a very, very interesting topic. So look, as a chemistry teacher, my main responsibility is like a facilitator. I want to facilitate my students to create an interest in learning. Love for learning is very important. So my main goal for all my lectures is that I'm able to create the interest in my students to learn. I'll try my level best to make the subject very interesting so that my students are eager to open their textbooks to read, because there is enough information in the textbooks, and those textbooks are actually the authors, the authors or the scientists, they have basically written those textbooks. So I want that I should be able to create that learning interest in my students. So we will start with universe. We are the part of the universe. We are living in this universe, right? You agree? Right? So universe has two components, matter and energy. Matter and energy, they are interconvertible. What is matter? No, in technical words, we say anything which has mass and occupies space, that is called matter. Like for example, you are matter because you have some mass, you weigh, and then you are occupying some space. You are sitting on this chair, so you are occupying that area. So that is why you are considered as matter. I am a matter because I have some mass and I am occupying this space. This pen is also a matter because it is occupying some space and it has some mass. So we are having matter all around us. Matter is basically the building block of all life. Even the non-living, it is a matter. It is made up of like plastic. Plastic is made up of carbon. It is a polymer, right? Even this is a matter. This is made up of the glass. Okay. So non-living and living, all that is made up of matter. So what we can say is the matter is in galaxies also, in sky also, in whole of this universe also, all that is matter. Matter has three physical states like gaseous, it can be liquid, it can be solid. We'll go into the details of that part. But let me tell you one thing. Universe, as I told you, energy and matter, right? Are they interconvertible? Yes, they are. First of all, what is the ultimate source of energy? That is the main question. How matter is created, right? For example, if I take an example of a human body or an animal body, that body is made up of 70% of water. Water is what? Hydrogen and oxygen. These are the elements, right? And then the carbohydrates, right? So again, that is a matter. All this matter, when it is totally dead, it is burnt or it is buried, it decays. So when that matter decays, then it turned into the fossil fuels. Those fossil fuels are coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Those fossil fuels, because of the high temperature and pressure, they are that bodies, they are buried and they converted to the fossil fuels. Those fuels are used for energy, right? So you see how matter and energy, they are interconvertible. But what is the ultimate source of that? What is the ultimate source of energy? the ultimate source of energy, when I ask my students, they will say maybe engine, maybe furnace, maybe heat, maybe, and slowly and slowly they get that answer that it is the sun. Sun is the ultimate source of energy. Even if the plants, they have the chlorophyll, even if we irrigate the plants, if we get water to the plants, we have a lot of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Still, the plants are not able to do photosynthesis just because if there is no solar energy. So sun is the ultimate source of energy. But the next question is, how that energy is created in the sun? The scientists, they got to know that there is hydrogen in the sun, that hydrogen is undergoing lots and lots of nuclear reactions. Because of those nuclear reactions, the energy, that nuclear fusions are happening in the sun. So solar radiations are coming. Now, my next question is, who put that hydrogen inside that sun? That is the main thing. So you see, science is so much exploring actually.
One thing is leading to another thing over here.
Another thing, yes, yeah. Main goal of a science student and a science teacher is to keep exploring, keep enjoying exploring the stuff. Here we stop. Who was the person? Who is that person? Who is that? Who put that hydrogen gas inside the sun? We didn't go to put that gas, right? So then there is a question mark. Now let us come to the matter again. Matter is created because of that photosynthesis. Plants, they make food. Food is eaten by the herbivores. Then herbivores, they are eaten by the carnivores. Then there are the decomposers, right? Yeah. So the matter is there. We can talk about the universe in two components, matter and energy. Today and in my next few lectures, I will focus more on the matter. Okay. Now, is matter created or destroyed? That is the next question. Matter is neither created nor destroyed, but it is conserved. These days, scientists, they are facing a great challenge because most of the matter in this universe is invisible. And so they have no idea about the quantity of that matter, right? Because it is invisible. So we need that sophisticated instrument to figure out that matter. Like, for example, do you agree that I have a lot of bacteria on my hand? There are, right? That's why we try to wash our hands. But you agree that there are bacteria, here. But are you able to see those bacteria?
No.
No. We are not able to see those bacteria. We are able to see only if we use a very sophisticated instrument, that is microscope. So the thing is, sophisticated instruments are needed to visualize, to see those microscopic things. So there is a lot of matter in the universe, in the galaxy, but the scientists, they are facing a great challenge, to see that matter. And
because evidence, I think evidence is more important.
Evidence is
more. How can you convince someone that there is something, existing in our universe? So evidence is more important.
Yes, evidence is really important. Yes, yeah. So if I say, okay, matter is not created, not destroyed. So what is the evidence for that, right? So that is the main thing. Now, whole of the matter in this universe is conserved. I will give you one example. Look, like for example, if I have an earthen pot, the pot which is made up of a mud or a soil, right? If it breaks, then it is totally into pieces. Where does that matter goes? That soil and mud will again go into the earth, right? So same pot, it was pot, but then again it is mixed with the soil of the earth. It means it is conserved. It is not vanished here and there. It is not destroyed. It is still there, but now it is in the form of the mud or the soil, and it is just mixed in the earth, right? Yeah. So first
so you're just saying that it's an ongoing process.
It is an ongoing process, yes. So matter is neither created nor destroyed in this universe, but it is in the universe, but it is conserved. Matter can actually change its form by physical changes or by chemical changes. Like matter, water is a matter. Water is a matter. It can change its form when it is getting evaporated. because of the solar energy. Because of evaporation, that matter, that pond water is changing into the water vapors, right? So it is changing its form, but it is still there. Those water vapors, when the clouds are not able to hold much of the water vapors, what happens? Those water vapors, they come in the form of rain, and that physical change is called condensation. So again, those water vapors, they are back in the form of liquid, that water, right? And then what if there is freezing temperature? The same water in the sea or the pond, it freezes. Water is there, but now again that matter is changing its form. That matter is changing into a solid form, solid, right? So it is H2O. The composition is same, but if it is in the liquid form, we call it water. When it is in the gaseous form, we call it water vapors. When it is in the solid form, we call it ice. So matter is able to just change its form because of physical changes or some chemical changes, but matter is still there. Okay. Yeah.
It's a continuous process. It's an ongoing cycle. You can say that we can say that matter is everywhere.
Matter is everywhere. It is inside us. You just think about anything. You just think. Like, for example, say, okay, I'm thinking, but when you are thinking, that time you're using your chemicals, the enzymes or the hormones, those chemicals, right? Those chemicals are again made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So again, that is a matter, right? If you're eating something, you're eating bread or omelette, but again, that is carbohydrate or protein. What is protein? Made up of amino acids. Amino acid means carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. Again, that is matter. So matter is inside us, around us. So we are using that matter. Matter is living. Matter can be non-living. Okay. For living, interesting part is every substance in this universe that has the energy. We say only the living body has the energy. Even this non-living, it has the energy. In chemistry, we call that energy which is possessed by all these substances, that is called internal energy. Okay. So look, for example, if I throw this pen on somebody, that will hit, right? So it means it has the energy, right? If the stone, if I throw a stone, the stone can break the glass. It means it has the energy, right? So every substance has the energy. So fixed amount of energy is present. Now, for the living beings, like for animals or for plants, matter is able to do the work because it has energy. I'm able to do work, like for example, because energy is there. If energy is out, means that matter is totally dead, right? Yeah. All our machinery, our digestive system, our respiratory system, our reproductive system, our excretory system, they all are working nicely in a great harmony just because of energy. If that energy is out, everything is in standstill. So we call that matter. Now this matter is out of that energy. Our next challenge is, what is that energy which keeps the life processes going? What is the composition of that energy? The energy is made up of what, right? Again, these are the very interesting questions which are coming up.
We could go on and on about all of these things. Yes. It was a pleasure talking to you and seeing you, talk about chemistry with so much fun and make it more interesting. So today we learned a lot of things about matter, how it is interconvertible, how matter is everywhere, I can say, in all of this universe. Everything is, consists of matter. So thank you, Dr. Anu, for sharing these interesting facts with us. It was such joy watching you and talking you. So, interesting sharing this knowledge with us.
You are living. You occupy space. You have mass. You matter. Learning is all that matters.
So this is our first session regarding matter and its classification with Dr. Anu Sidhu from Dr. Sidhu's Academy. Please like and subscribe Dr. Sidhu's Academy and Outbrain Media on YouTube. This is Komal Seth from Outbrain Media signing off.